G'day and welcome to another episode of Kiwi Car Life, and today I'm jumping on the Drivetrain Volkswagen Audi scene today because we have a rather special Mark IV Golf to review today. This is a very interesting car because, you know, Volkswagen's always been known as the people's car. They make nice boring cars for families to drive around in, but then sort of in the early 2000s they went a little bit mad and they put a VR6 engine in a Golf, they put a W8 in a Passat, and they did various other things to cars that you really wouldn't expect and certainly not many other manufacturers were doing. And this Volkswagen Golf V5 is an example of that. But this one in a four-door with the really clean and shiny black paint also looks absolutely fantastic on the obvious choice rotiforms, and it's a dashing of stickers to sort of tie it all together. It's a very nice looking car. And there it is, that famed and very unusual V5 engine. With the plastic engine cover, there's not really a whole lot that you can see under there, but like I said before, it is a 2.3 litre V5. You have 3 cylinders on one side, 2 cylinders on the other. It makes 170 horsepower, or about 125 kilowatt stock, but this one has been tuned up to 185 horsepower, or maybe 135 kilowatt. And it also produces 210 Newton meters of torque, again a little bit more now because it's been tuned. And as I heard when the owner pulled up before, it has an almighty loud exhaust, and it's paired up with a 5-speed manual and is naturally front-wheel drive. The interior is also vastly improved over the standard Golf. This one has had an R32 steering wheel swap, which feels delightful. And it also has R32 seats, which are some of the most comfortable and perfectly bolstered seats I've ever sat in. The rest of the interior, the owner's taken great care of it for 235,000 Ks. All of the switchgear feels pretty decent, especially for a car of this age. It's got Volkswagen's climate control system down here, which just has a whole lot of buttons that I don't know what any of them do. Transmission feel, in typical sort of old Volkswagen fashion, it's a very long throw, but it does have a very nice weighting to it and a nice notchy feel going into every gear. There's a decent amount of rear legroom. It's obviously leather throughout the entire interior, which gives it a quite premium feel for a nearly 20-year-old car, and overall it's just a very nice place to sit. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. Driving the VR5 Volkswagen Golf. The sound is absolutely fantastic, man. It literally sounds like the world's slowest Lamborghini. Wow, would you listen to that? That is something special. I don't care that this car is slow, because listen to that! Oh my! The transmission feels really nice. In my mind, it just needs a short shifter to sort of improve it a little bit, but in general, in terms of the actual transmission feel, it is really good. Steering feel is actually really nice as well. I'm quite surprised with that. Obviously it's a hydraulic rack because it talks to you, it feeds back what the front end of the car is doing, and you can kind of push it through some of these corners here, and I just know what the front end is up to. And I gotta say, man, it does get going if you get the revs up, like with, you know, most naturally aspirated engines. What a crazy thing for Volkswagen to do, to take a Golf, which they already sold with a pretty powerful little 1.8 and later 2 litre turbo and a 3.2 litre VR6, and go, you know what, we're just gonna put the world's best sounding 2.3 litre engine in it and then put it on sale to the public. Oh. Yeah. The other thing I love about it is that it's just so smooth. You know, it'll go into whatever gear you want, you put your foot down and look at how smooth it is. Mate, your passengers probably think it's an automatic. It's almost like the RS3 before the RS3 was the RS3, except it doesn't have a turbo, of course. But you get that same sound, but with a manual gearbox, which is just... Oh, Can things get any better than that? Oh my word. If you're looking at getting a Mark IV GTI, don't. Buy this instead and put the loudest exhaust you can on it. And then get this. I would honestly rather listen to that than a 1.8 turbo. I mean, sure, you could probably get one more power out of the 1.8, but this is just fantastic. So there we go. To conclude, please buy this car. It is truly sensational. You will absolutely love it. Certainly this is the most fun I've ever had in a Volkswagen. Most of the GTIs I've driven, I've been like, yeah, they're objectively good, but they just lack a bit of soul because they're almost sort of so refined that they kind of lose a little bit of character, I guess. But this has all the character you could ever need. So there we go. Thanks very much for watching, and I will absolutely look forward to seeing you again. I'm not going to be able to get through this outro because I'm enjoying myself too much. And I'll look forward to seeing you again next time.